Okay, so I was going over the crop rotation add-on thing and finding one that would work for the most part. So I have this planned out. The only things I'm not getting the full bonus on would be the second harvest of corn, the barley, and the grass, which I don't care too much about the corn because I forage the corn, which is high yielding anyway. The grass, I'll have plenty of grass. In barley, it's just, there's not really much I could do without having more fields. I tried to set up different, where one field has a different rotation than another field. But the crops I want, barley just doesn't really boost anything that I want to grow. And trying to move things around so that barley was boosted more meant I was losing what I had gained somewhere else. So I'm just going to go with that, except for my potato field. And let me reset this to, well, basically there. So potatoes, the only thing that boosts potatoes is canola, and potatoes does not boost canola. So I was going to do that. So I would plant grass now in October, or yeah, yeah, and actually, I don't think it would really matter. So when did I harvest potatoes? Yeah, so October, it's fine. As long as it's by October, then there's a cutting in April and in July before I can plant canola in August. Now, I'm not 100% positive how grass works. Grass isn't a thing where you only harvest once a year, so I don't know if grass just counts for the year, even though you get 3 harvests of it, or if it counts every time you cut it. So I'm going to do that. Grass does boost canola though, and then canola boosts potatoes, so I'd have 1 year with full boost on canola, and then because canola will just be a cash crop, I'll just replant it, get a yield loss the next year, and then I'll have double canola to really boost the potatoes. Potatoes have a return of 3, and I don't know if grass screws that up, but I figured I would go with that anyway. So I have a year of potatoes, a year of canola, a year of canola, and then it's the third year, and I could put potatoes back in. My current yield on the potatoes is probably not what you would get on a full one, but it was enough, even without that, for it to stretch 3 years. But it would stretch. So, like right now with 20 cows, I use about 36,000. Yeah, well, wait. Yeah, 1,000 a day, 500 for each feeding. 3-day months, so 3,000 a month, 12 months in a year, 36,000 potatoes, which is about 1/3 of what I got. But I do want the opportunity to grow, so I will probably next spring carve out like half a hectare of this, which isn't really that hard because, just look at the map coordinates to get a 50 by 100 rectangle, and then plant potatoes in there. But that's my plan for the crop rotations. These 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fields, doing a 6 yield or 6 field, 6 crop rotation, so that I have all the crops I need each year. 2 of them being corn, and then one of them being soybeans, and then the other 3 being the 3 cereal crops I need for grain grist, and at least 2 potato areas that are alternating between potatoes and canola. And then I'll have some grass areas like the potato field that I'm going to go as subsoil, and so I can put grass in there, and also field 83 because that's the one that I've planned for being corn next year. So it'll be grass cutting in April in that one, and then subsoiling and planting corn in. So my grass over here is cut. It's semi-dry now. So I have to go through with the tedder later to turn it into hay. After it, oh, maybe I thought I did the semi-dry grass, but now I remember I did. But then I had to reset the game because I screwed up getting rid of the bushes. But so I'll do that too. But this afternoon I'll turn it into hay. But I can at least do this field. I might even be able to do field 83. Get that planted with grass so it's ready for corn, or for grass cutting, and then corn in April. And I'm going with the New Holland because my tractor's, it is powerful enough for the subsoiler. It has 10 hours and this has 11.5. So I want to keep them as equal as I can. Obviously there's some jobs that some tractors just cannot do. Like my Fendt is just more powerful. And my Massey is the only one that can use arms. Okay, let's reset that. That'll be fine. I did take out the bushes that were really overhanging, and then had to fix the 2 corners, which is what I did wrong and had to reset the game. I tried to just take out the plants, which resets the ground. So instead I planted or put down meadow grass, and then had to subsoil the meadow grass that was then in the field out. But now I can see the edges of the field. I'll probably want to go back and forth one more time, just so I don't have to worry about hitting the fence. Well, just so I shouldn't have to worry about it. I might still have to worry about it, but that would be me being bad, not the fence actually being in the way. As you can see, there are rocks because this field did need plowing. So I'm gonna have to come by with the rock picker too. Which is definitely gonna take up some of the time. Depending on how long this takes, I might have to use a worker to get it planted while I subsoil field 83 so that it's actually where it should be, or most of the way of where it should be for the cornfield I want there in April. but there's just sometimes you can't do it by yourself, right? Not if you want it done in a timely manner, or in time in general. I think I'll go around the edges here now. Yeah, I'll just go down and meet there and then go up and do it again. Okay, just a little bit further to subsoil, and then I can go get the rock picker. To look up what the rock picker horsepower requirement is. So let's see, stone picker, it only needs 100 horsepower, so I can continue using the New Holland. In fact, I think I can use any of my tractors. Can't remember how much of the mass he has. Barely enough, but I could use it if I needed to. Okay, I have my rock picker, and I've unfolded it, so let's lower it and turn it on. It's a very distinct texture versus the subsoiled. Not that it matters if you catch everything, as long as you're actually picking up the rocks. I should see if there is any. There is. So I'm gonna have to turn around and come the other direction where I can grab that. After I get stuck on the gate. So let's lift that up and maybe turn it off so I can go a little faster. Okay, I should now be able to go the right direction. And that'll make it easier to actually turn and come down. It's usually easier to go from a longer side to a shorter side. And I'm almost done over here, just a couple piles in this strip. And then I can work on that one. Just a small field, so not many stones, but that's good because then I don't have to empty it. In fact, I'll just leave the stones in the stone picker for a bit. I don't think there's much here, but I'm gonna grab it anyway. Yeah, there was nothing there. I didn't even need to go down there. But, oh well. Lowering it would help. And the last strip. And then all the rocks will be off the field and I can put some, well, start putting the hedgerows of canola or of grass in. And I have 678 liters of stone to sell when I have time. Okay, I am back and I have my cedar. It is on grass. So let me get this planted with some, well, let me do that edgers so that I can put a worker on it. And start a worker. See if he catches that he's supposed to turn there. Looks like he did. It doesn't say he's done. So I'm gonna go get the fent and get to subsoiling field 83. And that will be fine. So let me get this field subsoiled. And as you can see, there are no stones coming out, so I won't have to worry about using the rock picker. just have to get it ready to get planted. This is something with if I kept the starting subsoiler, I would be able to do this and plant grass. But I did not have I didn't even have the crop rotation mod in, let alone a plan for what my crop rotation is going to be. Well, I had a general plan if I wanted double corn and then soybeans on 2 fields, then the other fields going between the cereal crops. Which actually the double corn and soybeans was going to be on 3 fields, so that there'd be two fields with corn always and 1 field with soybean always. Okay, let me. Oh, because I don't have grass selected. It's actually doing it real quickly. But that'll be good. Then I can get him to start on this field while I finish subsoiling, and I'll definitely should have time to get my hay done. Well, that's not so good. Yep, I was wondering when they got there if they would have a problem thinking it was done. So not unexpected. I'm going to tap to that one. Call them and tell them to turn around and keep going. I'll come to this side now. I'll do this row and then it should have been right on. The worker must reset the. Or it was on the 90-degree. Okay, let's get you working. And tap back to here. I won't really have to worry about that on this field too much, I don't think. Well, I'll start them over on the other side, which means I'll want to be over on the other side so I can get that done. So let's do that. So let me get to the top of this and then I'll call them to come over here. I'm going to want to get out of the way because I'm going to want to put it in 2 edges on the north and the south side. Let me go in here and column. And I'm only going to be able to fit one just because of the angle. I guess I'm going to want to, because I'm sure the worker's going to want to do 90-degree. Like 0 and 180 things. 183. You know what I mean. Let me get that. And start, and let me reset this so that I can put it on 90 or 0 and 3 and 180. And then I should be able to do the short ones that of this triangle I'm making before he needs to plant in it. Barely before he needs to plant in it. But it was short, so. I wonder if that couple areas that did not change back to the seeded texture is because he missed them. And there we go. He might have a problem with that because he's going to be wanting to turn around across that fence line. Let me go wash my subsoil, get it repaired in the shed, and I can go take care of hay making while he finishes putting grass in that field. So I'll see you in a bit.